I'm Jessie Draper, the Valley Girl. Let's talk business. I'm like the Valley Girl. Joss & Main is a members-only flash sale site for home goods ranging from furniture to cookware and accent pieces. Mitra Morgan is a co-founder of Joss & Main and a rockin' woman. Here we are with Mitra of Joss & Main. So how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. Doing well.
Good.
Doing well.
I'm so excited to have you on the show.
I'm happy to be here.
First of all, for our viewers out there who don't know, what is Joss & Main?
So Joss & Main is a private flash sale site focused exclusively on the home. So we provide all kinds of aspirational goods and aesthetics targeted to people who are in a life place where they're investing their home, and we offer fabulous deals on all of them.
So how did it come about?
So Joss & Main is interesting. It sort of comes out of personal life experience in the sense that I had purchased the house of my dreams, spent all this time renovating it, and then finished and sat there looking at a lot of blank walls and hardwood floors. That step from getting the inspiration to actually transacting was where I was stumbling. At the time, I was friendly with Neeraj Shah, the founder of Wayfair, and started to noodle through this concept of e-commerce, flash sales, and home goods, and was introduced to John Mulliken, who was running their strategic initiatives group. And together, John and I put together Joss & Main, trying to solve that problem that I had.
I love companies that are kind of like birthed out of a need. You know? And that's what you guys, you needed that.
I
we
did.
Need that. I need that. There's a few other similar companies in this space. How do you guys differentiate yourself? Because you are very different, like the model's very different.
It is very different. I think one of the things that's most distinctly different is that we have the backing of Wayfair, which is a major retailer of goods for the home, and that, you know, the joke I make is that we were late to the flash sale party, but we showed up with a really good date. And it's so true, because I think, you know, that automatically gave us entree into the space, in that they have 5,000 suppliers, 5 million products, and so automatically we had some bit of credibility in the industry as we were going out and trying to sign up suppliers to work with us.
That's really great. And you offer discounts that are what percentages off?
It can be up to 70% off.
High five. Your home must be decorated very well.
You would think so, wouldn't you? It should be.
Or
Except
is it like the
I
opposite?
started Joss & Main right about the time I was solving this problem for everybody else. You know, I come from a family of not hoarders, but collectors, people who keep things. And so, you know, my home is really a reflection of a combination of sort of contemporary items that I like and things that I've inherited.
Okay, so you're a hoarder.
No, I come from hoarders. There's a big difference.
What are you the most excited about that you guys are working on right now?
One of the things that we're recently launching is a loves feature, which we think is really great. And
Sounds
it allows
like I would
love it. Exactly. And that's so nice in that what it allows you to do, it's like pinning something on our site. So you can identify the things that resonate or speak to you and pin them onto your board and then share them with others. So this is a great way for somebody who's getting the input of a friend or who's working with an interior decorator to give them a sense of the things that they really like, so that as new product comes up, they can quickly act on it.
It's a really exciting time for e-commerce. What do you think is the future, or in the future, for the e-commerce industry?
Well, it's interesting because we're seeing sort of a variety of different spaces starting to intersect, in the sense that we are an e-commerce site, but somebody gave us the nicest compliment and said, you know, you're true to yourself, your description of being an e-commerce site with an editorial soul. A lot of what we're putting out there is content increasingly, and that is in the way of curated events, and we actually have an online magazine called Boom. And so we're serving more than a commercial need for the consumer. That people say that, you know, we hear all the time, oh, I love to go through your website during my lunch break. I sit down and eat my lunch and go through your site. That's such a great compliment, and yet that isn't necessarily what we started out trying to do.
Gangnam Style.
You know, right now with Sheryl Sandberg's book out and everything, there's a lot of talk about work-life balance, or they say integration, because it's never a balance, right?
No.
So what are some tips you have for, you know, work-life balance?
Being really, really well organized, and being supported by other people. You know, that I have a roster of women who back me up to make sure that I'm able to do everything I do. And, you know, they talk about it takes a village, it takes an army to get it all done, and I'm very fortunate.
That's great. So you surround yourself with great women too.
With great women, you know, who help ensure that both at work and in my personal life I can get it all done.
Yeah, you can't do anything alone. I always say that. Yeah, you can't. No, literally you can't.
No, you can't. No.
Now, you guys, you know, you're very creative, obviously, at Joss & Main. You have to be, you're decorating people's homes.
Right.
So how do you brainstorm at your company? How do you guys brainstorm? How do you throw ideas around?
This is the most fun thing we do. So we have an incredibly creative team, and we definitely draw inspiration from traditional sources. You know, we go to the trade shows, we see what's new and fresh, but we look at pop culture. So we'll do a Batman event or Wizard of Oz's anniversary event. So we'll do thematic events like that. We also do this great thing, which we call Trend Watch, and everybody participates, including the engineers and the copywriters. And we break into teams, and the teams have to identify current trends. And then we have sort of a presentation where they present their pin boards, and we all have cocktails, and we look at what the trends are. And some of the greatest stuff has come out of that. We did a great Dr. Seuss event that came out of something that, that our creative team put together.
That's so cool.
It's really fun, and it's a great way to ensure that, you know, no matter what your role is in producing Joss & Main, everybody is sort of vested in putting out great product and thinking creatively.
I'm sure a lot of companies are going to hear that and they're going to steal it and use it at their company. That's brilliant.
Why not? It's really fun.
What is one piece of entrepreneurial advice you have for a woman who hopes to hold a position like you one day?
I think it's probably to have a plan, but don't be afraid of deviating from it. You know, embrace the unexpected. Sometimes some of the greatest innovation can come from something you didn't anticipate happening.
I think that is a perfect piece of advice too. You know what? I think we should actually have a toast.
I would love to have a toast.
I would like to make a toast because I think that was such a great piece of entrepreneurial advice.
Great. Let's do that. You just twist this thing, right?
Right.
How much insurance do you have?
Oh, it's going. Oh. Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect. It smells fruity. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Joss & Main
Thank
and
you.
all of the amazing decorating you have contributed to.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes, definitely. I'm like the Valley Girl.
And I'm like Mitra of Joss & Main.
That was really good.
Do this professionally.
You should.
Need a sidekick?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll come if we have champagne.
Yeah, we'll have champagne. You bring the furniture.
I'll bring you better glasses.
Yeah,
it'll be great.
fantastic. And now it's time for your Ditz moment. Here we are with, okay, wait, are you ready?
I'm ready.
How about now? How about now? Okay.